Hi team, hey, this is the webinar that I talked about on our team call. And so I wanted to get started and show you guys the new Edge Success training that we're going to be doing. And I'm super excited because it can be really easy and it can be very duplicatable. And so I just want to make sure you guys keep it simple and make sure that you just use the tools that we have and really try to keep it simple. First of all, I wanted to talk about the 3 doors of inviting, or 3 doors, 3 invites, and 3 presentations. And I'll go through a little bit of that as we go through this. But the first question that you would always ask somebody as you're wanting to invite them to a class or even just getting them to learn is you say, are you open to learning about essential oils? And once you get their answer, yes or no, then that's where you can move. That's where the first door has opened. Yes, they're interested in learning. And then you say, are you open to using? And then that's where you would get them their wholesale account. And once they sign up with their wholesale account, whenever they sign up with their wholesale account, then you schedule an appointment to do the membership overview. You don't do it right then. You do it when you have scheduled that appointment time for it, if that makes sense. So you sign them up and then you say, okay, I would like to do a membership overview with you so that you can get the best benefits of your membership and I can show you how to use your membership. And then you schedule a time, and then when you schedule that time, then you bring this, what do you call it, pamphlet. And the front of it is what's on your screen right now, what you can see on your screen. And so this is what you give them when you meet with them, okay? And, sorry, my screen is not going into the next. It's not progressing. Hold on one sec. Technical difficulties. Okay, I got sorry. Okay, so what you do is you get their membership ID and you write it down right there and you write their password. That way they have this pamphlet and they can use it. And because I've had so many people, they're like, well, I don't remember where I wrote down my membership ID or my password. Oh, and so what you want to do is you want to make sure that they have this and they keep this pamphlet. So and then you read this to them. Pretty much read the whole pamphlet verbatim, and anybody can do this. And if they see you that you're reading it, they will say, oh man, that's easy. I could totally do that. So as a wholesale member, you have 2 ways to order product. By placing a standard order or a loyalty rewards order. A standard order is one-time order. A loyalty rewards order is a recurring monthly order that can be customized, adjusted, or canceled at any time. And then you go through the benefits. A standard order, they still receive the 25% wholesale discount, but then all the other options down there are only for loyalty rewards orders. And so they can see that if they want 10 to 30% back in free product, if they want to receive income, if they want to receive the free product of the month, or if they want to get their shipping costs back for free, that they need to be on the loyalty rewards so that they will see the importance of the loyalty rewards. And then it goes, and then down, you just show them the different percentages and how they earn from 10 to 30%. And then it also shows in order to just maintain their loyalty rewards, they have to order at least 1 PV. And then 50 PV to earn percent, and then 100% or 100 PV to earn commissions, and 125 to earn a free product of the month. And then I always read the frequently asked questions. And because somebody's going to have a question, and so we answer their questions. And it will also answer a lot of questions that people have, but maybe they are not wanting to express. So you read the one about loyalty reward points, and my loyalty reward points, how do I cancel my loyalty rewards? And I like in this one that it says, if you do, let's see, where does it say? If you, before you cancel, be sure to first redeem any free point credits you've accumulated so you don't lose them. Also be aware that you will start over at 10% on the loyalty rewards scale when you begin using the loyalty rewards program again in the future. And I like that because then that'll put in their mind, oh my gosh, I'm at 30%, or maybe they're only at 20%. I'm going to have to start back over at 10% again. Maybe I don't want to do that. Maybe I want to keep going. And so I really like the option that they put in there. Number 4, how can I have more than one loyalty rewards order? So that answers that. How do I get 100% of my shipping reimbursed? So that also answers that too. And then the next page, I really like the pyramid that doTERRA has. And this pamphlet actually goes through the wellness pyramid. So it shows the book, and I highly recommend to use the book as a reference. Make sure you use the book, because the book will become the expert and not you. So when you're listing down here the 3 different ailments that they have, look it up in the book, or have them look it up in the book, and allow the book to be the expert and not you. And that will take a lot of pressure off you, because then they're going to say, oh, well, I know how to look up my own ailments. I can just go to the book. And so you help them. And then right on the wellness pyramid, I would have them rate themselves from a 1 to 10. 1 being like, so for instance, the bottom one's eating right. 1 being I eat horrible, like I eat nothing but processed foods, junk food, fast food, and a 10 being I eat extremely healthy. And have them rate themselves in all of the different categories. One thing to note, the reduced toxic section, it has, that would just be like maybe they smoke or drink or do drugs. That also could be drugs from a doctor. But just so you know, have them rate themselves on that. Okay, and then go to the next page. This, if you notice on the top left, the pyramid, it starts out at Eat Right. So we're going to go up the pyramid, and we're going to teach them about the pyramid. And I love this because it goes through so many products, and the few times that I have done it so far, I've had people checking those check boxes because they're like, oh, I want that. Oh, I want that. Oh, I want that. And so I know you've probably already talked about the vitamins to them, but I would go a little bit more in depth in the vitamins and show them all the 3 different types of vitamin bottles and what they're going to get out of it. Explain the Terrazyme, explain the DDR Prime, explain the lemon, show them the daily ritual that you use with the food, and then go to the next page. This exercise, so it shows all the Slim and Sassy products. And I really like that it shows the daily, what you do morning, afternoon, evening. And on the bottom is the Slim and Sassy wrap recipe. And also it has a recipe for a trim shake and a website that you can go and get more recipes, which is really cool. And then the next page, so Rest and Manage Stress. I love that it has the picture of the diffuser, and that is my absolute favorite diffuser to use. And then it goes into the mood matrix. So if you're feeling angry and impatient, you use Serenity. If you're unmotivated and discouraged, you use Citrus Bliss. If you're tense or worried, you use Balance. If you're hopeless or withdrawn, you use Elevation. And so they themselves can decide, oh, well, I'm feeling unmotivated and discouraged right now. I need some Citrus Bliss for a pick-me-up. And so you can show them how to use the wellness pyramid. And then down at the bottom, Reducing Toxic Load, it shows all of the On Guard products. Who doesn't brush their teeth? Who doesn't wash their hands? Who doesn't wash their clothes? Who doesn't clean their house? And who doesn't want to build their immune system? And so that goes through all the On Guard products right there. Next page, I love this page, and I'm so glad they have this in here. This is the 30-day cleanse. I know Emily Wright came out to our area and did a big 30-day cleanse, and it was really, really great. And I was wishing I had it somewhere, and now we do, so I'm excited. So it shows, again, the vitamins, the Slim and Sassy, the Terrazyme, and then it does introduce 2 new products, the Zendocrine oil and capsule for the first 10 days. And then after that, you use the GX Assist for 10 days. And then you stop that one and start with the PB Assist. And if you want a more gentle cleanse, you can use just the GX Assist and the PB Assist instead of all of them, all the Zendocrines with them. And at the bottom, it explains exactly how to use it too. So I love this. The back side, you would write your information at the top for the primary, your phone number, your email, and then whoever, whatever other leader you're working with, put their email. And if you don't have another leader, maybe that's me, make sure you put my name and phone number and email in there. Weekly team calls, we are working on that, so we will get back to you on that one. Team Facebook page, you can put the Shepherd Team Builder, the Natural Health Care, which is my team page. That is mostly for builders or my oil business. And then team websites. In that section, I usually put myoilplace.com, oilsmentor.com, gogreenessentials.com, and I know there's another one, but I can't remember right now. And then at the bottom, you say, would you like to share with others? Oh, sorry. And ask them, just read it, the 3 questions of the bottom. Are you open to sharing oils with others? Are you open to the idea of creating an income with doTERRA? What best describes your level of interest? And then you just have them check those boxes. And then on the right-hand side, there's a little purple box here that if they say, yes, I'm interested in, I want to make money with this. And then, so what you do is you set up a time to go over the business overview with them. And then when you get there, you bring the business overview catalog that looks like this. This is the front of it. And I would physically read this paragraph to them. You know, buckets, pipelines, and essential oils. There was a man who lived in a village that was 2 miles from the nearest water source. His job was to haul buckets to the water to the village every day. Since everyone needed water, he had perfect job security. To earn more money, he would simply make more trips. After years of hauling buckets, he realized that if he didn't change something, he would be hauling buckets for his entire life. So he made a plan. He would haul as many buckets as he needed to pay the bills. And in his spare time, he would work on building a pipeline. He stayed consistent and persistent in his pipeline building efforts. A few years later, he finally finished the pipeline and turned on the spigot in the village. The villagers could come and get water whenever they wanted. He not only created a pipeline of water, but he created a financial pipeline that would allow him to pursue his greater cause and higher purpose of life. Are you hauling buckets or are you creating a pipeline? This business overview will demonstrate how simple sharing essential oils with others can help you create a financial pipeline. And inside, why doTERRA is different. And I like that they put this in here because doTERRA is different. We do have unlimited earning potential, high retention rate, and the retention rate is what makes us different from other companies. Other companies usually have about a 13% retention rate, and doTERRA has a 65% retention rate. Our product sales are independent of the opportunity. It is a new opportunity, and so anybody can get in and still make lots of money, and I'm sure they probably will for a while because essential oils are becoming mainstream, and people are wanting to become healthier and more natural. A stable and reliable opportunity. And then you can read the things on the right also. And then retail sales. And it's super tiny because we don't focus on retail sales. And I just tell them you can make 25% profit on purchases that people make from retail. And then I move on to the next one. So fat bonuses. This is how you make the money. And I would give them this bonus is designed to get you off to a fast start by providing money now. Each enrollee must have 100 PV Loyalty Rewards order to participate. So in order to get paid, you have to do a 100 PV order. Bonuses paid on new enrollees PV for their first 60 days. Earn 20% of personal enrollments purchased. So say I sign up Bob, I make 20%. And say Bob signs up Sue, well, Bob will get 20% of Sue's and I'll get 10% of Sue's. And then say Sue signs up Betty. Trying to think of names here. So Betty would make 20% of, Sue would make 20% of Betty's, and Bob would make 10% of Betty's, and I would make 5% of Betty's. And so, so I would show them how that works, so you can see that. And it is paid out weekly. And then the next one that's paid out monthly, and in parentheses, it shows monthly, weekly, how it's paid, the Power of 3 bonus. The bonus is designed to reward loyalty rewards orders in proper structure. Qualified loyalty rewards orders of 100 plus PV are required to participate. Place 3 qualified wellness advocates on your front line. Cumulative sales for you and your front line need to be at least 600 PV. Bonus is paid out each month that the requirement is met. So your first generation, you and 3 people under you, all doing at least 100 PV or more, total volume of 600, you get a $50 bonus. And then if you go below that and you help those 3 people get their $50 bonus, you will get a $250 bonus. And then when you help those 9 people on your second level get a $50 bonus, your second level gets a $250 bonus, and you make a $1,500 bonus. And you are? Oh, yes, and it has to be exactly in line. Like it has to be, your first level has to be 50, your second level is the 250, and then your third level is the 1,500. You can't have an extra person in there somewhere. It has to be exactly like this figure right here. Okay, oh, we were just showing it closer. Okay, so this goes more in depth. If you had a perfect structure, okay, you have 3 on your first level, you make, after their first 60 days, now this is your unilevel, so this is paid out monthly also. This is after you've received the 20%, the 10%, or the 5%. So after their first 60 days, then you receive whatever percentage for whatever level they're on. So your first level, you have 3 people, you make $9. Your second level is 3%. You would have 9 people and you make $49. And you can see how it grows. If your business grows exactly by the power of 3s, when you get down to your 7th level, you could be making $32,000. That's a lot of money. And that's just in your unilevel. That's not including your bonuses. And if you look over here to the other side, the other company, they actually structure their percentages at the top. Their 7%, their most is at the top, which you usually have less people, and your 2% at the bottom. And so think about it. You're going to have a lot more people on your 7th level. Would you be like to be making 7% on those lots of people, or 2% on those lots of people? I definitely will take the 7% on the lots of people. So, and then the leadership pools. Okay, sorry, I had to zoomed in on the bottom part. So the leadership bonus pools, once you hit silver, doTERRA actually takes 2% of their entire profits and they put it into a pool. And for silver, you get 1 share, gold, you get 5 shares, and platinum, you get 10 shares. And it shows right here approximately about how much the shares are. They're about 150 to 200, 750 to 1,000. And platinum's about 1,500 or more shares. And then once you hit diamond, they actually take 1% of the company's profits, and every diamond gets 1 share. Blue diamonds get 2 shares, and presidential diamonds get 3 shares. So it's just right here in the middle. And then once you become diamond, you get your own share, bonus. So you actually get 2 bonuses when you're diamond, and then blue diamonds get 1%, so you get 2 shares there, 2 different bonus pools that you get. And then presidential diamond, you also get 2 shares. So that's a lot of money that you get from bonuses when you hit diamond ranks and above. So that's really cool. And then because you're working it, exactly. And so on the next page, the back side of this, it actually shows them, and I have them pick, you know, what average income. You see all the average incomes here. You know, silver's about $2,200 a month, gold's $4,500, platinum's $87, diamonds $16,000, and these are averages. So when you first become, say, for instance, diamond, you're not necessarily making $16,000 a month. This is an average, but you'll be making at least, I know most diamonds their first time make about $8,000 to $10,000 a month when they first hit diamond. And so you have them pick which one they would like to be at. And you let them choose, and they say, you know, hey, I just want to be silver because I want to get my oils paid for and have a little extra money to do whatever I want with. And you say, okay, great, let's help you get to silver. But I've had a lot of people, especially if they're wanting income, they want to be diamond or blue diamond or presidential diamond. And so I say, okay, great, that sounds good, let's get you there. And so you just, and then on the very bottom, oh, it doesn't show in this picture, but it says schedule your first class. And so what you want to do is you want to schedule their first class and get them started. Okay, and so the next paper you would give them, I guess it's a fold out, is called My Fast Track Planner. And so this is how they're going to learn what to do in their business to help get to that rank that they want to be. Over here on the left-hand side are all the stuff that they need to start doing, need to prepare. They need to set personal goals with their mentor. What is their goal? Why is it important to them? When will it be accomplished by? How will it be accomplished? And so your upline mentor can help you with that. Schedule your first 3 classes at least. I suggest you do it within a 1-week or a 2-week time period and get them scheduled as quickly as possible and get whoever's training you or teaching you to teach those classes for you and help you teach them. Learn how to teach them. Get connected with the live trainings that we have. We have them all over, and we can figure out, or we can do some online trainings if they don't have any in your local area. Have a membership and business overview. Those are the 2 pamphlets that we just went over. Set up a 125 PV Loyalty Rewards order. doTERRA really only requires 100 for you to get a paycheck, but if you do the 125, you at least get the free oil of the month. And so I encourage you to do that. Create a names list. Make a list of at least 100 people that we can talk to. Get equipment. You need to get extra oils to share, the Edge Success Duplication System, the system that we're talking about right now. You can also get that at edgesuccess.com. Aroma Tools has some. And then a Modern Essentials book. You have to have a Modern Essentials book because you want the book to be the one that they look to and not always you, so that they can find out their own answers, and that'll free up a lot of your own time. Watch and listen to the training videos. The Edge Success has 2 training videos on their edgeteambuilder.com website. I would highly recommend go watch them. Listen to the 4 CD set. It's Find, Teach, Educate, Finding, Teaching, Enrolling, and Duplicating. And each CD talks about each one of those, so it helps you know how to find people, how to teach people, how to enroll people, and how to duplicate. And then on the right side, here is you actually write in the people that you have actually taught a class to. Either did a one-on-one or they came to a class. And then on the blue box, you make a check mark. Sorry about that. You make a diagonal slash one way if they enrolled in the blue section. If you did a membership overview with them, then you make an X in the blue section. So the first half of an X is if they've enrolled, and then if you did a membership overview with them, you do an X. So it would be a complete X in the blue section. And then if they're interested in doing it as a business, then you do the green section. Sorry, my kids just got home from school. So, and then if they really want to, and if you've done the business overview, then you do an X in the green section. And so 1 slash in the green means that they're interested in doing the business. An X means that you have done the business overview with them. That way you can keep track of people where you are mentoring them and where you have helped them. And then on the bottom section here, the 6, 3, 1, it goes through the daily, weekly, and monthly habits that are best for you to grow your business. So daily ones: who will I share the oils with today? Who has attended a class that I will follow up with? Who has enrolled that I will help better understand the Loyalty Rewards program? Who is using the products that I will talk to about the business? Who is building the business that I will support? What will I read, watch, or listen to that will help grow me as a leader? And then weekly, attend the team calls, talk to your mentor at least once a week and set goals, and then teach 2 to 5 people. That can either be one-on-ones or classes. And then monthly, attend the monthly trainings. And if there's no trainings in your area, we will try to either get you some sort of training via webinar, or we will do what we can to help you, maybe even get some set up in your area. And then, so my goals, so 90 days, where do you want to be in 90 days? So put that down, put a level, a rank, and then what is your long-term goal? So like we had talked about, do you want to be diamond? Do you want to be blue diamond? Do you want to be platinum? Or do you want to just be silver? So you put what your long-term goal is in there. And then your why. And I highly encourage you to do this. This is a journaling assignment to discover why. For 1 week, 10 minutes each day, write down in your journal the answer to the following questions. If my long-term goal was a reality today, how would that change my life? What happens? And then the second question is, what happens if I never reach that goal? By the end of the week, when you're writing, it should be very emotional for you to do your why. And when it becomes very emotional and it brings maybe tears, or you just feel it in your heart and it's very emotional for you, then you know you have your why. Because when your why creates emotion, that's what will keep you going through hard times. Believe me, I've had many times when I'm just like, all right, I'm done. I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. But then I remember my why, and I keep going, and I don't give up, and I keep going. And so that's something that's really important, to develop your why and make sure your why is strong enough to bring you through what you need to get through. I threw this in there. This is a little booklet, My Daily Edge, and it's all blank pages like this, and it goes through the 6, 3, 1, so that you can keep track of it, and so that you can track what you're doing every single day and know who to call and who to follow up with. And I love the booklet that I've just started using. So it's really, really good to be able to use that. Okay, and then, we're back to the 90-day goals and the why. Okay, the My Fast Track Planner. And so what here you would write is you would, over here on my top 20 enrollments, is you would write who the business builders are that you are working with, the ones particular if you want specifically enrolled. So for instance, I would put Starla. She's one of my builders. So I'd put Starla's name right here, and then I would say mark whether I've done a business overview with her, a membership overview, a business overview, and then the prepare section on the front. Has she set her goals? Has she created a names list? And has she watched the training videos and the CDs? So I know what she's done. So in the mentoring program, I will tell her, or she will tell me what she has done. And then her first her first 5 people. So on the front section where it had the list of the names where she personally taught those people. Hold on, sorry, I went too far. So what you would do right here is the 5 people that actually showed up on the bottom. So say she had a class and 5 people came. On the bottom, I would put a hash mark, just one line through it saying 5 people came. And then say 3 people enrolled. So on the top section, the blue section right here, I would put a hash mark through 3 of them, saying 3 of them enrolled. And then if they did a membership overview, then I would put an X in the bottom section so that I know that I did a membership overview with them. And because they enrolled, if they're interested in doing a business, then I put another hash mark on the top so it looks like an X on the top. So the bottom white, if you put 1, just means that's who you actually taught. Okay, and then the top one is how many people they've enrolled. So out of 5, she enrolled 3. Okay, and then if I did a membership overview, I put an X on the bottom, and if I did a business overview, I put an X on the top. Okay, so and then the next section, keep track of that through all the 40 people they physically, their first people that they teach. And then when you find, usually with about 45 people, they usually find about 3 to 4 builders. And you would write the 3 to 4 builders' names right here on this side so you know who their builders are. And down at the bottom here, these are the questions, the 3 doors, the 3 invitations, and the 3 events. And this gives you the exact wording of what you use. Are you open to natural forms of healthcare? What do you know about essential oils? And then would you like to learn more? When can we meet? And so, or I have a class, can you come to a class? And so they learn about essential oils. And then at the class or the one-on-one, you say, what did you like most about the class? What kit interests you the most? And then would you like to set up a wholesale account today? And so they'll give you that, they'll answer that. And it's either yes or no. And then you move on. So, and then you say, our next step is to schedule a membership overview to show you how to manage your orders and to get most out of your membership. When are you available? And that's when you set up your membership overview. And then from the membership overview, while you're there, you say, are you open to creating an income with doTERRA, or the 3 questions that were on the bottom of that the business overview. And you ask them that, and if they're interested in that, then you move through door number 3 with the business overview. And then on the back of this page here, this is a tap routing. So this is you. You're wanting to get to gold, and so you put your 3 key builders right here. And these little marks right here, the F, T, E, and D, this is if that person that I signed up right here, say it's Mike. So does Mike know how to find people? If he does, I put a yes. Does Mike know how to teach? Then I put a yes. Does Mike know how to enroll? Then I, mark off right here, I enroll. And is he duplicating himself? Then I put an X right there. If, for instance, Mike knows how to find people and teach people, but he's not really good about enrolling, then I know that that's where I need to work with him on, is the enrolling section. So whichever one they don't have marked on there, that's the next step that you need to work with them on to be able to enroll. And then these are their people that you're helping with. And I'm not saying that you have to help build their legs. I would probably, what I've been doing is I've been helping each of my builders with one of their legs, maybe their weaker leg, and then they build their other 2 legs, which I know it doesn't have the 2 legs on here because you're only keeping track of really 1, maybe 2, and so you don't have to keep track of all 3 of their legs. But so when my builders call me, and so like I said, Mike goes up here, so when Mike calls me and he's talking about Sue right here, I can say, okay, well, does Sue know how to find people? Does she know how to teach people? Does she know how to enroll? And then duplicate, and depending on where she is in her business, that's where we know that we need to help her so that she can help continue to grow and continue to work through the process so she can start duplicating. And so that is the gist of the system. I know I wanted to refer you to Diane Shepard's Builders Club Facebook page. And if you're not on it, let me know, and I will hook you on that page. Every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Arizona time, she is doing a team call. It'll probably be about 20-30 minutes long, and she will be going over these steps way more in depth and be able to answer questions and help you so that we can go through this. And so if you're not on that team page, let me know, and we'll get you hooked up on that team page. And also make sure you're on my team page, Natural Healthcare, the Facebook page, and I'll be posting everybody's enrollments and anything that happens there. And so, or anything that's happening in our team, I'll post that there, and new recognitions at the end of the month, and also who's winning what for our team incentive this month. Also, I wanted to make sure that we give you guys the secret code. You can text me, email me, or private message me on Facebook. Please do not post it on the Facebook page so that everybody can see, because only those that actually watch the webinar all the way through will get the secret code. And everybody who texts me or emails me or private message me, the secret code will go into a drawing, and one person will win a free purple Aromafire little travel diffuser, and it says doTERRA on it. It's really cool. And so the secret code is Elevate 2014. Okay, so text me. My phone number is 480-390-9269. And please make sure you put your name in there also, in case I don't have you saved in my phone yet. I will know who's calling me, so if you win, I can give you a prize. Or email me. My email is oilsmyfeet@gmail.com. Or private message me. My Facebook page is just Deana Bushman, D-E-A-N-A, and then Bushman, just how it sounds, Bushman. And you can also request to be my friend, and then I'll make sure that you're in our business page too. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this. To get all these materials, you can go to edgesuccess.com and order them. The pack that I like is called the Events Kit or the Washington Kit. It has a little of everything to get you started. And I hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll talk to you soon.